Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. You have the Dow down 2, NASDAQ off 31, S&Ps are off 2.5. Gold contract up $5.90, trading at $1,270 an ounce. Silver up 7 cents at $19.22 an ounce. Copper rather, down 2 pennies at $3.13 a pound. Light sweet crude, check this out. It was down $3 yesterday. It's up $2.45 today at $95.33 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year flat, that went to a lower low, rejected lower price, had lighter volume. Bonds are going topside once again. 30-year bond up 9 ticks after rejecting lower price at 138.31. King dollar down 115 ticks, trading out at 82.89. The euro is up 10 at 131, and the yen is down 26, trading at 104.84. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, we get to a higher high. 2009.28 in the cash S&P. Right now, you're at 0.13. Now, what that would do, that gives you a small failure from the 26th. Your benchmark, however, the larger benchmark is 1991. What we have out here today is that you're going to have a higher high on the S&P, and you're going to have that with lighter volume. So the key is how we close this day. And I suspect what you're going to see is you're going to see selling right into the close. And this is really unusual, folks, because Europe did hold up. Dow Industrials. What did the Dow do? Dow got to 17,151. The high that was established on the 26th of August was 153. The high that was established, which was double topping on the 17th of July, was the same number, 151. The mind blower here, folks, is this, is that today's high was 17,151.89. It got over the 17th, didn't quite make the 26th, and you gave it up. And we're going to give it up, by the way, on lighter volume. NASDAQ Composite. This is the big news, though. So the Composite has been going up dramatically on lighter volume. Yesterday, you had volume come in the Composite, okay? We did 1.8 billion yesterday. Today, you're at 1.4. It's going to do another probably 1.8, okay? Now, it should be doing more than that, but the bottom line, you had an expansion of volume. Now, it gets up to a high and gives it up in price. And what that's all about, okay, is good old Apple looks like it rang the bell at the high. Apple right now is down 4%. It's down $4.20. That's really not the real news, though. The real news is that you're down, folks, on 109 million shares. We made a high yesterday on Apple in 53 million shares. The door is not big enough to get out of. If you want to see some trades coming across on Apple, they're throwing, and this is nothing what I expect you're going to see. They're throwing everything at it. If you happen to be watching the screen right now on Target TV, you're going to see that someone hit Apple right at the get-go at 533,000 shares, hit it a minute later at 294,000 shares, but it hasn't stopped all day. You're talking about operators hitting it at 55,000, 40,000, 35, 35. Bottom line is that you have some very large sellers in Apple, and man, are they hitting it. So you go over to Apple. What does that do? Go to the NDX 100. We take the 3 Qs. The NDX 100, right now, you get 21 million shares. That made it to a higher high, by the way. That's going to give it up right across the board. You know, we'll see how we get down. We're at 99.41. Intraday here, coming into this close, is going to get interesting because what we just did is this. The first leg down on the Qs, we got to at 12 noon. We got to 99.34. We did that on a 10-minute bow at 645,000 shares. We just came into that at the last bow at 632. So that's telling me intraday, we're going to have an ABC structure on the way down. Now, this is going to get interesting. Why? Because you get 45 minutes left, 50 minutes left. Your A point is 100.22. Your B point is 99.34. So it's not huge, but it's 80 cents. 80 cents would get you down to 89.90, 89.95. You know, so we'll see where that shakes out. But it's gonna go after it, and it has plenty of time to basically get down there if they start throwing everything at the NDX 100 as we come into the close. Inside the NDX 100, what you have is this. Apple's the biggest mover. You have C.H. Robinson is the second one that's coming down with volume. Mylan Pharmaceutical and Priceline's down $19.11 right now, and that's normal for Priceline. The strength inside the NDX 100, you had Staples, and that's a dead cat bounce. That's up 32 cents. Xilinx is up 98 cents. You got Vipul Communication up 17, and you got Broadcom up 66 cents. Gold contract. We go over to the gold contract. We take a look at GCZ4. So inside gold, what we have is this. Gold rejected lower price out here today. Got to 1261. Right now, we're at 1271. We have done volume out here of 97,000 contracts, and that's exactly what we needed, folks, okay? You had to get below yesterday's low. You needed lighter volume, and then you had to reject price. That's what we have thus far, and thus far, the next leg we have to get inside now is 1277 on this contract. Right now, we're at 1270. The bonds, ever-ready bonds, forget it, folks. What do? Yesterday, they had wide price spread, price destruction, volume expanded. Guess what? Today, went to a lower low, rejected lower price, did it with lighter volume, stays in the top of the range. 10-year right now has done 1.1 million contracts, rejected lower price. The 10-year now is, the 10-year's got 10-year and the 30-year is doing another ABC structure on the way up. This is going to be amazing. So your 8 point on this is 123.12. Your B's 126. You get $3, which gets you a 127.24 for the next leg up. We go take a look at the 30-year bond. What we have with the 30-year, that also rejected lower price with lighter volume. 326,000 contracts out here. This 30-year is amazing. This 30-year is going to 142. The 8 point on this is 134. It's even big. It's $6. Yeah, interesting. So you get multiple ABC structures that still give you the 142 number. That's how this baby is shaking out right now. King Dollar. Let's go take a look at King Dollar. What we have with King Dollar out here is this. King Dollar was backing off after getting up to a high out here. Got to a high of 83.07. Right now, we're at 82.90. Had lighter volume up there. I suspect what you're going to get here is that we're going to get a rest on King Dollar. You know, King Dollar's had a nice run, finished the ABC structure on the way up, did it with juice. King Dollar on the shorter term wants to take a rest. On the longer term, folks, 85.50 is where it looks like King Dollar wants to run to. Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks in this low volume market out here. You have Apple's the big bird out here. That's down 430. The airlines are getting hit. You get Delta down 201. You have, where's American? Oh, look at that, FireEye. Let's go to FireEye. FireEye gave it right back. FireEye was up yesterday with the Home Depot incursion into the credit cards, and FireEye gives it up ASAP. Pretty amazing. Home Depot. We'll go take a look at Home Depot. Home Depot is getting hit out here again. Home Depot's going after its gap, folks. Home Depot's down $1.67. We had a high of 3 days ago of $93. You're at $89.51. Your gap that's wide open at Home Depot is $84.62. And what that's all about, number one is selling, of course, but it's about basically nearly all. This is what it says. Nearly all of Home Depot's U.S. stores were hit by apparent credit debit card breach. So that's a big number. There's no two ways about that. Some of the Dow stocks out here, we have Big Blue up 44 cents. American Express is up 45. You get Disney up 11. Big Mac is up 30. 3M is down 44 cents. You get Procter & Gamble off 9. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 6. Nasdaq's off 28. S&Ps are off $1.50. We got gold up 570. Gold got some action underneath it after price disaster yesterday. We're going to be right back.